Hello, are you ready for the weekend?
Yes, and you?
Oh, yes. I need a good weekend,
Yeah.
right? Yes. So I'm looking forward for a good weekend. Okay. So today we're going to concentrate on reading. No video watching, just reading, okay?
Okay.
So let me show you my screen really fast. Okay. So business magazine, agile working. What is agile working and why is it important? Read about how new ways of working are helping companies adapt to change. Have you ever heard this word, agile?
No.
Okay, so this article is going to help you because I'm pretty sure you're going to be exposed to this at some point. But before that, let's do some vocabulary. So you don't know what agile is, but let's work the other options. To clarify,
Mm. E.
to make something clear,
Yes.
globalization,
F.
okay, the development of closer economy, political and cultural relations, okay, sounds like it. Rain or shine,
Mm.
what about constraint?
No.
Constraint, no?
No.
What
The
about
answer C.
C?
7 with C.
Together,
Yes.
okay, to come together in a group, sounds like it, okay. What about productivity?
D.
Able to move quickly and easily.
No, no, no. D.
D, okay. The rate at which a person, company, etc. does useful work, that's correct, productivity. So
Number 1, B.
agile, sounds like in Spanish, right?
Yes.
Rain or shine,
Um, 8.
yes, no matter what happens. What about constraint?
A.
A thing that limits something, sounds like it. And one size fits all.
G.
Suitable for use in all circumstances or situations, right?
Yes.
Okay, so are any of these words new to you?
No.
No?
No.
You know all of them.
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. Agile working. Let's read this article. Are you ready?
Okay.
I can start.
Okay.
So the world we live in is changing, and it is changing rapidly. Whether this is driven by technology, globalization, or in response to a specific crisis, there is no doubt that the workplace of today needs to constantly adapt to ongoing changes in order to remain efficient and competitive. I agree. Okay, can you
Yes.
help me with the rest?
Okay. In more traditional work settings, The definition of a good employee was someone who came to the office on time at 9 a.m., sat at their desk and worked hard, taking direction from their managers and following the rules. This model employee will be there rain or shine, always appearing busy until it was time to go home at 6 p.m. But with the development of smartphones and internet technologies, many companies are starting to form virtual teams with team members living in different time zones, and employees are now finding themselves out answering emails, attending meetings, and working on reports from home outside their usual working hours. People now need to work smarter and not just harder. You want to read?
Yes, please continue.
It is not only the time and location of the modern workplace that is changing. The role of the manager is evolving too. Many organizations are moving away from an approach where managers constantly supervise their staff and tell people exactly what is to be done. Instead, they are adopting a more project-based approach where managers have the responsibility of clarifying project goals and enabling teamwork and collaboration. The roles that the individuals play may differ from project to project, and agile managers can serve to support team members in adapting the way they contribute to a team. These changes in modern work practices mean that organizations need to adopt agile working approach so that they can find the most appropriate and efficient way of getting things done. The consumer goods company Unilever describes agile work as an approach to getting work done with maximum flexibility and minimum
Do you know who Unilever is?
No,
Are you familiar with Johnson and Johnson?
Johnson & Johnson, the shampoo?
Okay, that's the company that manufactures the shampoo.
Yes,
Okay, Johnson and Johnson, for example, they manufacture shampoos, soaps, detergents, materials, softeners, I don't know, brooms, brushes, different things, different products, right? For the kitchen, for the bathroom, for cleaning. Unilever, they do the same, but Unilever also manufactures juices. Are you familiar with the brand Ades?
yes.
They started Ades.
Unilever is a brand.
No, it's a company.
It's a company.
Unilever tiene varias marcas. Bueno, Ades ya no es de ellos, pero ahora es de Coca-Cola. Pero antes tenía Ades, era Pato Purific, Colgate, I think.
Colgate.
Colgate. They manufacture all of those brands.
Okay.
Como una maquila, vaya.
Okay.
So there's different companies. So this is a big company, Unilever. It's not a small company, okay?
Okay.
So let's continue.
To get work done with maximum flexibility and minimum constraints. What is constraint?
Constraint, a thing that limits something.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Agile working is not just about allowing employees to work from home and decide their own working hours. Another example of agile working might be workspace designed to suit the different kinds of work taking place. This is an environment that helps people to be at their best and most productive. An agile workspace might include open areas with small tables for people to gather and work together, and standing desks to improve energy levels and productivity. It might include quiet zones for a bit of thinking time and social areas for staff to chat and relax together. Like most things with agile working, there is no one size fits all. Chat and relax together. Like most things with agile workspace have to be adapted to the individuals and their roles in the company because agile working is about valuing people and their activities and not having them limited by the physical world.
Okay, so agile. I don't know if you have seen those commercials in YouTube about Monday.com.
No,
Okay. Now there is a lot of marketing in all of these software so that you can have a better control of people. What I'm trying to say is that you log in into a website and you see the progress for each of the persons. Let's say I am a sales executive and I am in Mexico City. The company's headquarters is in Cancun, let's say. It's a different state, right? So
yes,
how can my boss monitor what I'm doing? I log in into Monday.com, for example, and they have this agile platform where I say, okay, some of the activities that I was going to do today is make a phone call and talk to a specific person. So what I do is I check I did it and I write what I did so my boss can see it
okay,
and stays in record.
okay,
So that's just one example. There can be many. So I don't need to be in a place sitting down, and go to regular meetings, blah, blah, blah. I can do everything remotely now because of this tool.
okay.
That's one way how people are doing it right now. But let's continue.
Basically, agile working is about being ready to change the way we work. Whether it be our working hours or our physical workplace, the technology we use, the nature of our roles, and the way we work together, or the way our work is done. By encouraging such agility and flexibility, we can adapt to the ever-changing world around us while creating a more dynamic workforce and improving our performance and productivity.
Okay. So any questions about this article?
No, no question.
What do you think?
It will be awesome if all the companies start to apply agile work.
Yes. Because we are in the 21st century, but it was not that long ago that the Industrial Revolution started. So everything was focused on just giving results, but there was no actual way of measuring if you were being productive or not.
Mm,
Because being productive means that you produce what is necessary,
yes, that's
right? So that's always been a controversy. Agile, what it does, it adapts your workload into what you need to do. and not what uh, what you think you were supposed to do. Okay, because that's a big difference. You can be working, making phone calls, whatever, but you're not being productive. You need to have specific goals. And agile, what it does, um, it gives you that opportunity to show that you're doing some progress on a daily basis.
Yes.
And of course, there's other different tools. There's also Kanban, project management, and so on. I mean, there's many. It depends on the region, right?
Yes.
And also the company. But anyways, let's answer some questions. Choose 1 to 3 correct answers to each question.
How?
Choose 1 to 3.
Like
So you
more
can choose
than
1,
one
2, or
option?
3. Yes,
More than one option.
correct.
Okay. In more traditional workplace, employees are expected to A,
Mhm.
on D.
D.
Yes.
Okay. And C,
Okay.
right?
C.
Okay. What about 2?
Mm,
Can you read the statement?
More and more people are working outside their normal working hours because B.
They work virtually with colleagues. Okay. What else?
C.
And C?
Yes.
That's correct. 3.
The role of the agile manager is to A,
Mm-hmm.
B,
Mm-hmm.
B.
No.
Okay.
Okay. So you don't see your daily activities as just activities. You manage them as if they were projects.
Okay.
4.
Organizations that adopt agile working
Approaches.
approaches A,
Mm-hmm.
B,
Mm-hmm.
C.
That's it.
Yes.
5.
Agile workspace,
Agile.
agile, C,
Mm-hmm. Try again.
D,
Mm-mm.
A.
Are all different depending on the needs of their employees.
I say D.
I understood B.
Okay. No.
D. Okay. So 6.
By working in an agile way,
Agile.
agile companies can be
Okay. What else?
C.
C.
Yes.
Not that they follow rules, but they improve performance and focus on the people.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see. Complete the sentences. Please read the sentence with the option.
Companies need to adopt.
Okay. Adapt or
Yes,
adopt?
adapt.
This one?
Yes,
Okay, good.
to the changing world we live in. Companies should adopt
Okay. Agile approaches.
many employees can now work from home.
4.
More agile employers.
Okay.
One of the roles of the manager is to clarify goals and enable collaboration.
Good. 6.
Agile working is about valuing people instead of limiting them.
Okay. Instead of limiting them. This is very important. Check it out. Agile working is about valuing people instead of limiting them. Okay. So you are giving importance to what they do.
Okay.
Now, what's your experience of agile working?
I don't have experience.
In the previous places that you work in, do they have any methods? What was your experience like?
No, yes, of course. When I was working on in a brand, my work was only 4 hours per day, and I don't have to go to the office, so I can work from home.
Okay.
And it was better. Some days I spend more hours than 4, but others less hours. And
So you had home office, right?
yes, all the time.
Okay. And what about your activities?
What about what?
Your activities.
My activities. Well, I have to use project management. So I know the tasks that I have to do every day, and well, I have. I don't know. I every day I have to make a report and talk to my boss.
Okay. But I still don't know what activities.
Social media, talk with clients, and create content for social media.
Okay, that's more like it. Yes, make sure always to mention specifics.
Okay,
Okay, good. So what do you think about this article?
it's awesome.
Right? And there's much more, okay? But remember, agile working requires responsible people,
Yes,
okay? Because remember, traditional working and being present in an office, sitting down in a desk is traditional, but that was the only way employers could make sure they knew what people were doing.
Mm.
So for some companies, it's very difficult to adapt agile working because it's a completely different way of administrating people, right?
Even in Bolivia, well, especially in Bolivia, because people don't, I think a lot of people don't care about their jobs. So if they will have home office, I think it will be a disaster.
Okay, I see. Well, it varies, right? It varies.
Yeah.
It depends. For example, uh, I work with groups of teams from the US, and ever since we started in the pandemic, they work home office. So it's been what,
I don't know.
3 years?
Mm,
Close to 3 years.
yeah.
And in that company, in a specific Caterpillar, it realized that the employees are much more efficient if they work from home, and also they save a lot of resources like electricity, like
Yeah.
renting spaces,
Mm,
and some miscellaneous.
got like luz, digamos.
Yeah, electricity, gas, natural gas, you name it. You save space,
Mm,
right? And
yeah.
also you're more efficient when it comes to time. Okay.
Mm,
So that being said, let's move on to the next exercise. Are you ready?
yes.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Coaching. Okay. So coaching helps a person make positive changes in their life. Read about how a coach can help you achieve your goals and reach your full potential. Okay. So let's go over the vocabulary first. What's a coachee?
Mm, sí.
A person who receives training from a coach. That's correct.
To restructure, to be.
Okay. What about the desired destination?
I.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. To merge.
Eh, A.
Okay. To track someone's progress.
F.
Okay. 6.
H. Ah, no. Yes, H.
A perspective.
Yes.
Okay. To prioritize.
D.
And objectivity.
D.
Okay. Are any of the words new to you?
Mm, no.
No?
To merge.
Okay. All right, so let's move on into the article. You ready?
Yes.
Coaching. Coaching is about making positive changes in your life. A coach helps you identify your goals and become your own expert in how to achieve them. Okay, can you help me with the rest?
Coaching is a useful tool in today's challenging world of business. Companies are merging and restructuring, and people change jobs far more than before. Our work has changed, and we're restructuring, and, and we might feel less prepared or demotivated, unsure if what we have been doing is the right way forward. So we might consider hiring a professional business coach to help us get where we want to be and feel happy at work. A coach is sometimes compared to a mentor and a consultant. However, unlike having a mentor, working with a coach is normally for a short, specified amount of time. A coach is also quite different to a consultant who looks at the whole team or company and how it does things. In addition, mentors and consultants often give advice, something a coach doesn't normally do. So what does a coach do? Here are 5 things.
Okay, any questions so far?
No. Do you want to read?
No.
A coach allows the individual to determine the direction of the conversation. When the
Okay.
coachee meets the coach for a session, the coach doesn't come with a fixed plan. It is the individual that leads the conversation. The coach observes and listens. As the coach starts to understand the individual's context, they might ask more questions and talk about their observation. This helps the individual see the situation clearly, as if the coach is holding up a map.
Yes, and that's something that is very important in management. You need to observe what's going on.
Okay.
You need to observe first. After you make a clear observation, then you can take some work at hands and make a decision, or maybe suggest something.
Okay.
Number 2.
A coach helps the coachee to identify goals and prioritize them. Before we can decide on our path to development, we need to first understand what our desired destination might be. A coach can help the individual link their business goals with their personal plans and dreams. And in doing so, they can improve motivation and focus. The coach then helps the individual identify the practical steps they need to take.
Mhm.
A coach asks questions to guide the individual and help them understand the issues they are facing. By asking the right questions, a coach can help the individual to focus the conversation and truly explore the relevant issues. However, a good coach does not ask leading questions that suggest a particular answer. For example, do you think X might be a better idea? Or how do you feel about doing in this way instead? Good coaching questions do not tell the coachee what to do. Instead, they help them to reflect, see things clearly, and discover their own way forward. A coach might ask, for example, what is your biggest challenge at the moment? What will be a successful outcome for you here? What could you do now that will be a step forward? A coach notices the emotions behind the issues and helps the individual understand them. In a coaching conversation, hidden emotions often come to the surface. A good coach will help the individual become aware of their emotions and allow them to explore their feelings when needed. A coach guides the individual to move forward, taking them from where they are now to where they want to be. Many coaches set the coachee tasks to complete in between sessions. Over a series of sessions, the coach helps motivate the coachee to follow steps towards success, tracks the coachee progress, and keeps them focused on the end goal. The coach doesn't not do the work for the coachee, nor do they advise them. They act as a guide to help the individual find the appropriate strategies in reaching their goal.
Yes, but yes, of course you give them the strategies on what to do, okay? But at some point you have to check if what you are suggesting is showing some benefits,
Mm,
right? That's what we call to measure our results. Necesitamos medir nuestros resultados
mm, okay.
at some point. Now, how long do you think it takes for a coachee to receive coaching?
One day less?
Oh no, sometimes a year or two.
But they say that it's short time.
It's preferable. It's
Mm,
preferable. But what if um, you are starting your own company? You're
mm,
starting your own company, but you need coaching on how to finance some of your products, or you need coaching on how to start your supply chain
mm.
or
Ah,
maintain it. It doesn't take one day.
take more.
Exactly. I mean, you're not going to be having coaching every day. What I mean is that you have an initial meeting in October, you have some homework, you do your activities, and the coach touches base with the coachee again 3 months later.
Mm.
We check the results. And then again,
It's a process.
I'm sorry,
It's a process.
it's a process. That's correct.
Okay.
Let's continue.
There are many benefits to employing an external business coach, like their objectivity and fresh perspective. But business leaders and managers have also discovered that if they acquire coaching skills themselves, this can help them improve the performance of their teams. Managers are now taking coaching training in order to have internal coaching conversations with team members who may be having difficulties, and many are now seeing the power of coaching as a way to help their businesses grow and ensure their staff are happy and motivated.
Okay. And we have some sources, right?
Yes.
Where we got the information. Okay. So let's see very closely. This is a little bit too difficult because we have more information here. So which of these things do business coaches do? Choose the 7 topics that are mentioned.
Okay, I have to. Okay. Second,
I don't know. Can you read it?
support the development of an individual's career.
Okay. Support the development, that would be one.
Give advice. Get the coachee to consider their individual goals and dreams.
Okay.
It's in order or
No, it doesn't have to be in a specific.
okay. Ask leading questions.
Leading questions. Okay.
Keep coaches focus on their end goals.
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
Keep coaches focus on their end goals.
Okay.
Explore emotions.
Okay.
Let the coachee to consider their individuals' goals and dreams. Here.
Actually, this is not one. Wait. That's correct. Yes. Yes, it is. But let's go and check all of them. Help with decision making.
No.
That's one. Yes. Support the development. That's correct. Okay. Provide an objective analysis. No. Give advice. No. Prepare an agenda before the session. No. Let the coaches lead the conversation. Yes. Get the coachee to consider their individual goals and dreams. Yes. That's pretty much the purpose of coaching, right?
Yes.
Ask leading questions.
Yes.
No. Explore emotions. Yes. Set task for coaches too. Yes. Keep coaches focused on their end goals. True. Give coaches strategies to achieve success. What do you
Yes.
think? No. It's kind of tricky though. But the information tells you all of this. So in the end, a coach is going to help you with decision making. It's going to help you. It's not going to tell you what decision to take.
Okay.
That's different. Support the development of an individual's career. Yes. Let the coach lead the conversation. Yes. Get the coach to consider the individual goals and dreams. Yes, this is connected with this one.
Okay.
Explore emotions. Yes. Set tasks for coaches to do. Keep coaches focused on their end goals. And that's it.
Okay.
Choose the best option to complete the sentences.
A coach helps you identify your objectives and achieve your goals.
Correct. What else?
Coaching is useful tool to help you make positive change at work. A coach doesn't usually give advice.
Okay.
The coach doesn't come to the session with a fixed plan.
Yes. O esto es lo que vamos a hacer. No te van a decir eso. Él te va a escuchar y en base a las necesidades se va creando.
Okay.
5.
The coach aims to ask the right questions To help the coachee reflect and move forward.
Okay, right questions.
The coach also helps the individual identify the practical steps they need to do.
What about take?
Okay. Part of the job of the coach jobs is to maintain the coachee focus on the end goal. Managers are now using coaching to help them improve the performance of their team.
Okay, good. I'm going back to 7. Pareciera que en español significan lo mismo,
Mm,
mantener y mantener, pero hay una gran diferencia en inglés. La
what is
primera, keep, es como fijar,
mm,
fijarte una meta, fijarte sobre el trabajo, mantener. Pero este maintain significa más como sustentar, darle servicio, revisarlo.
mm,
Okay,
okay.
maybe that's why you got confused in this one.
Yes, I think that mantener I could.
Yes,
Yes.
okay. Keep es más como sujetar,
Okay.
okay? Estarte sobre la idea. So we have a discussion here. Have you ever used a coach before? Why do you think coaches don't give advice?
Mm,
Write your answers, 4 sentences, 2 and 2.
okay.
Let me know when you finished.
I'm here.
Okay, so I'm listening.
I never use a coach before. I think that coaches don't give advices because they want people look for their own goal. I heard the same. The goal of coach is to make people find their own goal.
Well, not to give advice, but to give guidance.
Yes.
Why do you think they do that? Like, let's think deeper into this.
I think that they want to make that people find their own responses?
Well, but let's go back before that. When you are responsible for a department or a company, your focus is mainly aimed at looking at some solutions, solving problems. So you have so many activities that perhaps you're not looking at some information. What the coach is going to tell you is to think about something that you're not thinking.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because it's just human, right? You don't know everything.
Yes.
So that's what the coach is going to tell you. So what's missing? What else do you think you need to do? What action should you take? You're going to take an action? Do you have any guidelines? Do you have any procedures? What does your procedure say? You don't have a procedure? Do you think you should make a procedure for this?
Okay.
That's pretty much what the role is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Good. So what do you think about this article?
Nice. I never heard about coaches
Okay.
in terms of business, but I always heard about mentors.
Exercises or sports?
Yes, but never mentors.
Yes. Yes, remember, we can have coaching in business, okay?
Okay.
Let's start another exercise. I know we're not going to be able to finish, but let's start it, okay?
Okay.
So building trust. Trust is the essential ingredient for successful teamwork. How can we avoid misunderstanding and build strong professional relationships? Okay, confianza. ¿Cómo podemos construir la confianza? Let me tell you a story. When I was working in Nissan, Nissan Mexicana, you know, the car company.
Yes.
I received coaching and they showed us this video. It's a person that sells hot dogs in New York.
Okay.
Okay, una persona que vende hot dogs. And the person realized that he would lose clients because he had a big line.
Okay.
You know, like
yes,
20, 30 people waiting for a hot dog.
Okay.
And what he had to do was he had to prepare the hot dog and then cobrar, you know, charge for the hot dog and whatever product.
He was the only one.
I'm sorry?
He was the only one to attend.
Well, he had a team, but there were just too many things.
Okay.
So he said, what can I do so that I can improve this? But it's at the same time, gain the trust of the people. He pretty much, he had people charge their own food. Dejó la caja registradora open and the customers, they would just charge their own and get their own change. And when they wanted the product, they would get the hot dog or the soda, chips, whatever. And that's it. Boom, 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 boom.
La gente pagaba.
Yes.
Wow.
He gained trust in customers. He would sell more. And he would have loyal clients. Of course, you cannot do this in everything, right?
No.
It's a hot dog stand. Still, you have to be careful, have some limits, right?
Yes.
Let's go over the vocabulary. Collaboration.
8.
Mhm. A trainee.
Sí.
To lack.
D.
Mhm.
O F.
Ok. ¿Qué le hace falta? To boast.
Mm, A. Letter
It would be more like 8.
A. Okay.
Competence.
E.
Okay. Scholarship.
Eh, G.
Okay, yes. In good hands.
B.
No.
D.
In the care of someone who is able to do something well. In good hands. If I tell you, Lucy, you are in good hands,
Okay.
the
It's
next teacher is going to coach you very good for your exam.
the same as in Spanish.
Yes. And boast, what is boast?
To be.
But can you read it?
To speak too proudly about what you have done.
Yes, to boast. To speak too proudly about what you have done.
Okay.
Okay. And we will continue in our next session. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Good practice today.
Yes,
And before we go, can you help me with the daily survey?
sure. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Lucy. Have a good day
You too.
and a
Bye.
great weekend. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye bye.